Hi everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady.
I'm Bree's husband, Dave.
And I forgot to show this border along the fence during my weekly garden tour, which is now taken like 4 hours to load to YouTube. By the way, you guys, it's not that I'm not making the videos. It's that getting the videos loaded is infinitely more difficult for some reason. Even though Spectrum supposedly gave us better internet.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Anyhow, there are some really amazing poppies in this border that I want to show you, but one in particular that has just started to bloom, and it is right at Kubby's gravesite.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me turn the camera around so you can see the beautiful magic. So first, I wanted to show this border that the direct seeding class from November 12th sowed. So this was what the participants actually tossed the seeds, and now it's coming to life. And I hope everybody that came to that class is feeling a great deal of satisfaction, because I think this border looks better than ever. And you can see the Reese poppies. There's so many different colors. There's that kind of medium pink, this soft pink with white. Of course, there's red, and there's different shades of red. There's dark red, and then there's like an orangey red. I think the addition of the wheat is really important. I think the grains add that silver cast and a different texture. Of course, the elephant garlic across the front, and we bought that from Wegmans, just planted it. It's about to bloom, and unlike the hardneck garlics, I usually allow the elephant garlic to flower because then I have seed to be able to grow out. And of course, the bachelor buttons mixed in look really great. This is a really intense red that I think is so beautiful. And then as we walk along this way, you see all of the larkspur, and then more of the Pephever somniferum coming here. And at the base of that are those onions that I planted about, I don't know, 6 or 8 weeks ago. So you can see the onions are much more green, and then down here, this is more elephant garlic that the class that came on November 18th planted. And they sowed all of this seed, so you can see these things aren't blooming yet. It's because they were planted a week later than everything in that border. So there's a big difference in your planting dates. And again, this was mid-November. All of these plants were at a stage where they were unaffected by the cold spell that hit at the holidays. Whereas the plants, the seeds that I sowed at my normal target date, Black Friday, suffered from that cold snap. So there's a lot to really be paying attention to with regard to weather. And of course, that's basically unpredictable. Like, you will never know if you're going to suddenly get cold 2 weeks after you've sown seeds. But now, as we walk down this way, you can see lots of beautiful, this is all self-sown larkspur, but look at this poppy, and it's growing by itself. There's no other poppies down here, and it is a pom-pom lavender variety. All kinds of insects are like burrowing into it. You can see there's a bee right there. There's all kinds of pollinators visiting this, and it's a single plant. And Kubby was buried in the garden right here behind it. I have big plans for planting a Kubby memorial. I have all the plants. I just need the ground to dry out a little bit. But I think that is the most remarkable plant poppy, isn't it?
It's pretty cool.
We don't have any others on the property that look like that.
Yeah, that's special.
So I'm definitely going to collect the seeds from Kubby's poppy, even though they're open pollinated and they probably won't come true. It's just very, very special to have that plant growing where Kubby is. He's forever in the garden.